Hi there. It's Eden. Surprised? So yeah, I was just on a live stream. So why would I waste good lipstick by not doing it again? Right? I mean, if you know me at all. So I'm looking to see if this is live before I continue to talk, because you never know. And so I'm going to check my own settings and make sure I'm on. Am I on? Yeah, I am. Okay, good. So I can see stuff on here too. And you see what I'm on for. Here, there's just basic me, basic me. All right. So if you can see and hear me, say something down there, would you? If you can see and hear me. And I'm going to test it as well. So there's going to be a bit of an echo as I do this. I can hear me. So it's always weird when you hear yourself, right? It's different. And nobody likes the sound of your own voice. Did you know that? That is par for the course. You're not supposed to like the sound of your own voice because the sound's coming out here and then your ears are back here. So I get a lot of questions like that in the voice studio. It's like, well, can you make me like the sound of my own voice better? I said, but that's not the goal, right? That's not the goal. So I can't make you like it better, but I can make you just know that it's okay. So that's what I do. Anyway, all right. So I'm just seeing if you can see this. So I am testing out, and I have good lipstick on right now, so I'm real happy about that. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about what's going on. I just got off of being a guest on Scott Barberino's Nightlife Exchange program. That was so much fun. So the link is on my Facebook, and that program will be available on Facebook and also YouTube, and it's Nightlife Exchange. And he interviewed me and my other nominees, my fellow nominees, for the MAC Awards. So I'm nominated in the New York Debut Female category, along with 3 other just exemplary vocalists. And he interviewed all 4 of us. And he asked us about our shows and how we came up with the ideas, who was on our creative team. And it was really delightful. So thank you, Scott and Tony, for a wonderful interview. And I had not met any of them. I met Camille in person, but it was really nice to get to meet all of these women that I'd heard about and to see a little bit of each of their shows as well. So I'll get to meet all of them in person on April 15th when we all attend the MAC Awards. And we'll see what happens. So I'm nominated in the New York Debut Female category for Con Artist. And I'm also nominated for Comedy Novelty Song, What Are You Doing Rosh Hashanah Eve? I wrote that in 2020 with Dan Chayka, and it got nominated, and I'm really thrilled about it. So Dan can't come, so I'm going stag to the event, and I'm looking forward to meeting so many other people who I've admired from afar for a long time and get to see them in person. So that's coming up in April. But long before that, I get to do my taxes, and I get to do a whole bunch of other performances. So that's why I really wanted to come on here and talk with you about it and tell you everything that's happening. So tonight I am actually at the Blue Room. So there it is. See my lovely little graphic right there? I make graphics now. So the Blue Room is in Cranston, Rhode Island, and it's Patuxent Village. It's theblueroom.com. You can find out more information, but I'll be there from 5 to 6:30 tonight doing a piano bar. So this should be fun. I know that a few of my singer friends are coming just to sit in, and I'm happy to play for them. And if you want to come and just enjoy the ambiance and have a little after work drink, feel free. You can also come up and sing if you like. I'm just there for 90 minutes, and then I clear the stage to get ready for their headliner at 7:30. So I'll be doing that off and on for a few Tuesdays coming up at the Blue Room. Definitely this week, next Tuesday, then again on April 16th, that kind of early show. That I'm looking forward to that. So that's coming up tonight, like in a few hours. I got to pack up my stuff and go. 5 to 6:30 tonight. Then other things I have going on. On April 5th, I'm doing Con Artist at Kingston Congregational Church in Kingston, Rhode Island, right across from URI. So if you haven't seen this show yet, I'm trying to perform it in between like Rhode Island and Massachusetts once every several months, wherever I can find a spot. So this time it's at Kingston Congregational Church, where yes, I'm also the music minister. And I'm really looking forward to bringing this show there. We have a beautiful space. It's got a stage. We have a baby grand piano. And we are starting to book performers into that space. We've had Kim Trusty, Rhode Islanders, you know how awesome she is. We've had the Dad Jokes, which was a barbershop group that tells puns. We had Josh Sherman, who's a singer-songwriter and a great guitarist, and now it's me. So I'll be doing Con Artist with my friend Jim Rice Friday, April 5th at 7 o'clock at Kingston Congregational Church in the Fellowship Hall. So you can get tickets through Eventbrite, or you can also get them at the door. They're $20, and there is an open mic to follow. So either Jim or I will play for you. So if you ever wonder, where to find all the information of what I do, this is where to find it. So I have a link tree, so you can find links to tickets and everything you want right here. I also will include that at EdenCastile.com. So I'm doing a lot of performing, which is one reason I haven't been doing the Eden Show regularly, because the performing happens at all these random times, and live streaming kind of requires you to have a regular time. So this is kind of my hybrid, my way of trying to get back into that and to see if I can find a time to live stream again. So you can find all this information and Linktree, Eden Castile, or EdenCastile.com. So just to review, tonight I'm at the Blue Room, and then on April 5th, I'm doing Con Artist. And then on April 7th, Sunday, April 7th, I am with 6 fantastic singers up at MYRTLE in East Providence. It's a show called 6 Ways to Sunday, right? You get the double meaning there. I love puns. I love, things that have double meanings like con artist and things like that. So 6 ways to Sunday, right? It's an old expression, but it basically means that you just find your way in a bunch of different ways. You can arrive to the spot where you want to arrive at in a bunch of ways. Some linguist can tell me I'm wrong. But what 6 Ways to Sunday also means is there are 6 ways to have a great Sunday afternoon. You have it with these 6 people: Kathy, Joe, Karen, Dan, Eliza, and Roger. So they're each doing about a 15-minute set, and they're doing it with a live band with Remy Besson on percussion and marimba. Our friend Joe Potenza on bass. I'll be on piano. And this is at MYRTLE, which is this cool new spot at 134 Waterman Avenue in East Providence. So we'll be there from 2 until probably 4:30 or so. Just a nice Sunday afternoon. And each of them will come up and share stories and songs from their lives. And they're going to tell you about one specific part of their lives. They've been working hard on their scripts and their patter, and the songs are incredible. It's such a mix. So a couple of singers are doing parts of previous shows, but they have updated them and tightened them up for you. And a few are doing an excerpt from a show that they're currently producing, that they're building, that's going to turn into a full-length show later on. But topics like coming home to yourself after, really kind of forgetting who you are, and about auditioning for Broadway and not getting in, and about growing up in the Midwest and how crazy it actually was. People think the Midwest is all nice and basic. No, it wasn't. And wanting to be a rock and roll star, but not quite sure how to get there. So, and then last but not least, rampant sexual harassment. So those are some of the wonderful topics we're going to discuss at 6 Ways to Sunday, but it's really entertaining, I promise. And they're all fantastic singers too, fantastic performers. You're going to have a wonderful time seeing this. So that is 6 Ways to Sunday on Sunday, April 7th. Tickets again are available. Where is that? Oh yeah, right there. Linktree, Eden Castile, or EdenCastile.com. All of this is through Eventbrite. All of these have Facebook events on them. It's so much fun. One of the 6, Eliza, she's doing a part of her show that she did on Sunday night. So 2 nights ago, Eliza did her show down here at Pump House Music Works in Peaceville, Rhode Island. This was it. Isn't that incredible? So thank you to Todd Gianguzzi for taking all of these shots. They're just beautiful. And she performed to a full house. It was just a great night. So she's going to do a section of this show for 6 Ways to Sunday. And where can you find all that information again? Oh yeah, right there. Okay. So those are some of the things that are going on. And what's going on in your lives? How you doing? Right? How you doing? You having a good time on this Tuesday? It was a weird morning, right? We all woke up to that not wonderful news out of Baltimore. Oh my gosh. And that kind of puts things in perspective for us and our bridge problems in Providence. I'm just so glad that they closed that bridge before anybody got hurt. So, and sending all that love to everybody in Providence. I used to live outside D.C., and I remember hearing all the traffic results, backed up near the Key Bridge. So it was not fun to look at that this morning. But back to my shameless promotion. Let's just get back to that, right? Because that's what we're here for. So I'm up at the Blue Room off and on. I'm there tonight, and then I'll be back on April 9th for this event. It's called the Big Gay Broadway Sing-Along. I'm going to be doing this for the rest of the year on different Tuesdays. So the next one coming up is Tuesday, April 9th. And you don't have to be gay. You don't have to be big. You just have to like to sing Broadway. But if you are gay, you're going to really love it because we're going to do all your favorites. So come and sing because you love to sing, and we will take good care of you. I put all the lyrics up on a screen, and then I just start playing. And you can call it a tune, give me a little tip along with your song request, and we'll make it happen. And if you want to come up and sing on a solo on your own, or sing a duet, or have with a group of friends, we're going to take care of you. We're going to do that for you. I hear that there's going to be a group from a certain theater in Providence coming to sing with us for the sing-along on April 9th. So that's happens 7 to 10 p.m. Its tickets are $20. And then you can also enjoy one of the wonderful drinks that they have at the Blue Room. They also have some snacks now. The charcuterie board is mwah. So come out and enjoy with me. So that will be Tuesday, April 9th. So I'm there for a whole bunch of Tuesdays, right? I'm either there for the early or I'm there for the late. So that's all really fun. And those are the things that are going on in my life. How are you doing? How are you doing on this Tuesday? I hope things are going well for you. It's also Holy Week for many of us. And as a church musician, I'm about to get super busy. And I'm really looking forward to it. I have a wonderful choir at Kingston Congregational and wonderful congregation. So we're getting ready for our Maundy Thursday at 6 o'clock. And then we have our big Easter morning, Sunday morning, March 31st at 9:30 a.m. And you're welcome to join us at Kingston Congregational, which is right across from URI, or you can watch on a live stream, whatever works out well for you. So those are the wonderful things that are going on. I can't see any comments, but that's because I'm on eCam. So I'm testing out my live stream again, friends, because I'm trying to figure out how this is going. So I'm testing out all the cameras. I'm testing all the graphics. And they say it's like riding a bicycle, right? Well, it's a painful bicycle. It's got a banana seat. But the more that I practice it, the easier it's going to get, and the more likely it is that I'll be able to get back into live streaming again. I really would like to. So, and it might start actually with me live streaming shows tonight. So I'm going to bring my equipment tonight to the Blue Room and see if I can actually live stream from there. So that show is from 5 to 6:30. And if it works out, great. And if it doesn't work out, then I'm just going to hit delete and we're done. And nobody knows, and it's fine. So a lot of performing going on. It makes me really happy to get to do all of this. And it makes me happy to also get to share this with people who are in my studio and also people who I haven't met yet. So if you've been watching what my clients have been doing, or you've seen pictures and you thought, how did they do that? Well, let's talk. I can tell you exactly how they did it. So for Eliza's show, she started with an idea. This is the third one-woman show that she's done in the past 4 years. And this one is basically a deeper version of a show that she created during lockdown. And she was telling a lot of stories about how she loved being in the world of business, but it was really tough and she didn't get treated very well sometimes. So she started writing those stories down, and that turned into My Life in the Circus. But it started with her life. And then I would suggest things, she would suggest things, and after a while we had a 1-hour show. So it took about maybe 6 to 9 months in order to write that. And that's about what it takes, friends, if you've ever thought about doing a one-person show. When I was on Scott Barbarino's show, he asked about that and said, how did you get started with all of these things, and what do you want people to know? Well, we want people to know that, writing a cabaret is like writing a musical for yourself. It's a lot of work, but it's also a tremendous reward. And you don't have to do it alone. I've had a wonderful team to do con artists. See, there's my source material written by Bill Madison, who I got to meet recently. So you get your source material, you start writing things down. I read this book, I started writing things down. And then you start to see things develop. And I also had a wonderful team to help me go through my writing and my ideas. Faith Prince, my director, Rod Ferguson, my co-writer, Bobby Pico and Jim Rice, my music directors. So little by little, it began to develop into a show that was uniquely mine. And then we began to rehearse little sections of it over and over again. It took me about, 6 months, I think, from 6 or 7 months from having that first idea and asking Faith to be my director until the time I first performed it at the Arctic Playhouse. So that's how much time you allow. It doesn't take forever. Don't do it on your own, or you'll probably will never do it because it's hard, right? Because it's so many moving parts. You got to book the venue. You got to find the band. You got to arrange the music. You got to have somebody to direct you and to tell you when it looks good and when you need to work on something. You need to have somebody to evaluate songs with. So there's a lot of steps in it. But at each point, you get to make those decisions, and you get to do the things that really matter to you. And you don't have to settle for anything else. And that's what's really wonderful about cabaret. And listening to the women talk today in that live stream kind of reaffirmed that for me, that we've all had that experience where it is so wonderful to get to finally get up and to say what you think. Not what the character thinks, what you think. And in front of an audience of people who are really there to hear it. It's a heady brew, and it's really wonderful. And if you want to experience that, let's talk. I can probably help you with it. But first, let's have fun. So I'll see you at the Blue Room tonight. It'll be at 5 to 6:30. That's in Patuxent Village in Cranston. It is theblueroom.com online. I'll be there from 5 to 6:30, just doing piano bar, open mic if you want to come and perform and sing a few things, nice and casual. I'll live stream it if I can. The live stream gods are kind to me today. And then I will see you for some other events coming up. Con Artist on April 5th. That's going to be at Kingston Congregational in right across from URI down here in Kingston, Rhode Island, and Southern Rhode Island. And then I will see you for 6 Ways to Sunday with 6 fantastic singers. That's at MYRTLE in East Providence on Sunday, April 7th at 2 o'clock. Admission is $10. You can find tickets for all of these by going to my link tree, Eden Castile, or you can also go to edencastile.com. So catch up with me if you can on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I'm on the YouTubes. You know where to find me. And I hope wherever you are, you're having a good day, and stay warm. And if this is a week when you're heading to church, have a blessed Easter for those of you who celebrate. Happy spring to absolutely everybody. And I hope to see you around the bend at a show that I'm doing or a show that I'm going to. In the meantime, everybody have a great day. Bye.